I was getting ready last week. I was in the bathroom and she was looking at me like I'd left like a smell in the bathroom, right? She's just giving me this really sort of, oof. And she's looking at me. I'm just like trying to ignore her because I knew that something was coming, right? And she looked at me. She said, "Are you going to go bald?" I know. Well, probably not today. But I said it like I'd be in trouble if I did. You know? Are you going to go bald? Like I was up to something. You know? I said, "Well, my dad hasn't gone bald." She goes, "Oh, it doesn't go by your dad, it goes by your father on your mum's side, your grandfather on your mum's side." I went, "Oh, well, he did, yeah, halfway across his head, he ended up looking like Grandpa Munster by the end of it all, you know, that sort of, must have taken him ages to wash his face, all of that, but, so I said, "Yeah, you know," and she looked at me, she went, "Oh, no, we can't have that, no." Sorry, am I in trouble for potentially looking ugly 20 years before it happens? Is that what's happening here? All right, okay, well, in that case, let's see a photograph of your grandmother's tits. Let's see if that does anything for me, shall we? Being Canadian, you guys, you love the Winter Olympics, don't you? I'm guessing, who watched the Winter Olympics? Did you guys been enjoying it? Yeah? It's great. My favourite thing this week I saw was the mixed curling. Yeah. I didn't even know that was a sport. I just put it on, right? I just saw this woman shouting at this guy when he's frantically cleaning up, trying not to look in her direction. I thought, he's been caught cheating on his missus at the Olympics. Idiot nachweg, rest der pizza! Look busy. It's weird, isn't it? So it's kind of really weird, stupid sports that you'd only get in Europe, isn't it? It's like in Europe.
Yes, we learn in Norway, we like to throw the stones.
Well, she's nearly 17. I raised her as a single parent because 2 months after she was born, her mum literally left me holding the baby. Yeah, exactly, yeah. At the time, I thought, bit rude. I was going to leave as well, actually. But my dad stopped me. My dad sat me down. He did. He sat me down. He gave me one of those father to son talks. He said, "Son, stick around. You never know when one day you might need a kidney." So I stayed, and it's. She used to embarrass me growing up, my daughter. That was her big skill. She's really good at embarrassing me in public. She's a genius at it. Like a Bond villain, genius at embarrassing me. I dropped her at school once, right, when she was about 8 years old. I dropped her, I said, "Bye, darling, have a lovely day." And I walked away. She went, "Dad, how about a kiss?" And, "Oh, sorry, Georgia, of course." As I leant in to kiss my daughter's cheek, she stepped back and then shouted out for everyone else's benefit, "Oh, not on the lips, Dad. Remember what the policeman told you?" All adults now apparently are boring. All of us are all boring now, apparently, according to Georgia. And as the parent, I'm the most tedious thing in her life, and she will tell me this every single day. She'll even do the mime while she's insulting me. "Oh, God, Dad, God, you're so boring." "What are you watching? You're watching the news?" "Oh, the news is boring." Who are you listening to? Who's that? Pink Floyd? Who's Pink Floyd? Put on some dubstep. Pink Floyd's boring. One day I snapped. I went, yes, I'm boring. Do you know why I'm boring? Because of you. Before you were born, I used to be quite a laugh. But I'm training somebody to be an adult, which means I've got to tell you the same thing over and over again. If you've done your homework, if you've tidied your room, if you've cleaned your teeth, you know, Alzheimer's, that's not an illness, that's a coping mechanism.
How many have you got, sir?
One.
And how old's your little one?
26.
26? Okay, but obviously not quite as expensive as they used to be. I'm guessing self-sufficient now, which is a good thing. Ever embarrass you growing up, your child? No. No? Were you there much? Because I find my daughter, that's her biggest skill, is embarrassing me in public. She's great at it, and she's always been very, very good at this. Like when my daughter Georgia, when she was little, she'd be the kid if you took her out to a grocery store and they start playing up and being naughty, and you kind of give them that parental sort of stop it stare. My little girl would be the child that will turn around and just say, please, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. And of course, the fantasy was, I always wanted a complete stranger to walk up behind her and just go, have that one on me, my friend. But it never happened.
I live in LA, and it's an interesting place, Los Angeles, right? Hollywood's difficult if you're trying to date and you've got this accent. Because I don't know if you guys spend much time in Hollywood, but you'll probably realise that girls in Hollywood don't have an attention span. So if you've got a strong accent, it can sometimes be a hindrance when you're trying to, make a date. I mean, bless their hearts, I do love them. I've got a nickname for Hollywood girls. I call them lava lamps. Yeah, I do. You know what a lava lamp is, right? Yeah, incredibly hot, but not very bright.
I walk amongst you now, I live here, and it's great. I love being in Los Angeles as a Brit, because it means that every day of my life, somebody will come up to me, hear that I'm British, and say, fish and chips? What a strange way to greet somebody from a different country, isn't it? Just throw their cuisine in your face. Where are you from? Oh, Italy, lasagna. Where are you from? India. Oh, chicken tikka masala. Where are you from? Ethiopia. Oh. Dust. I'm not sure. No, I've gigged in Germany, and normally, right, if you're storming it in a German comedy club, if you're doing really well, the most you'll actually get is, very amusing, continue. So nice. So where are you from?
I'm Turkish.
You're Turkish? Okay, I was in Fethiye this year, which will mean nothing to the other people here, but still, it was, I nearly died, but thanks for asking. Okay. But I had to get out of Europe, because Europe is in trouble. Europe has run out of money. And this is true. And every time a country goes bankrupt in Europe, Germany has to bail it out. You can probably back me up on this. Yeah, and so far, Germany, they've spent trillions of euros. They have bailed out Spain and Portugal, Ireland, Greece. Greece have had 2 bailouts, and I know Germany don't like paying all this money, and Germany always complains. They say, why must Germany always pay? You know why. And I do apologise. There's no way I could have known there's going to be a hot German blonde at the front of my gig. Way I could have known that was going to happen. It was too late to change my set, I'm sorry. There's one last story. This is true. This happened on Georgia's 8th birthday. She'll be 13 in March, by the way. On her 8th birthday, I took her out to buy her an iPod for her birthday. We were in this huge electrical store where I was living at the time in sort of southeast London. And when we go out, Georgia and I, we always play. We always, sort of have fun and we muck around. And what she does is she sort of digs me in the back or sort of flicks my ears and runs off and stuff, right? And she's got this signature move, something she always does. She gets a knuckle on her right hand and she'll sort of ram it into my rib cage from behind, right? Give it like a little wiggle, sort of like paralyse me, right? I'm kind of going, ha ha ha. And she'll run off going, ha ha, Daddy's in pain. So she did this, right? And she's ran off, and I had to find her. I found her. She's at the end of a long aisle, right? She's found the iPods, and she's pressed up against the glass like a Victorian child, looking in a cake shop window, just, oh. But she hasn't seen me yet. So I thought, for a little bit of fun, I'm going to sneak up behind Georgia, I'm going to sneak up behind her, and I'm going to pretend to strangle her. Don't panic, I didn't hurt her. It was just a little friendly daddy choke. That's all I wanted. Right up behind little Georgia, right? And I went, like that. Georgia, at the top of her 8-year-old voice, then shouts out, "Huh! Stop touching me, you weirdo, I don't like it!" every face in this store straight on me. I said, well done. Nicely played, babe. And I walked off. Now, Georgia realised from my demeanour that I was quite angry. But she hadn't quite put the jigsaw together, so she was following me going, Daddy, what's wrong? And I was so angry, I forgot I was dealing with a child. I said, you've just more or less told everyone in the store that I'm a paedophile. Although I was angry, I was managing to keep it in hushed tones. But the thing is, my little princess, she only works on child volume. What's a paedophile? Shut the fuck up! I stormed off. Georgia burst into tears on the spot. She's crying, she's following me, she's shouting, going, Daddy, I'm sorry, you can touch me whenever you want, stop! Yeah, laugh it up, that fucking happened. You guys have been great, my name's Cole, thanks for listening, cheers, mate.